Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. You're watching the Realms of Ukodor, and you catch us live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific here at twitch.tv/Fabled42. But before we get into tonight's episode, we're going to dive into our announcements. Everything that you see that is 3D printed on any of our streams is brought to you by Griffin Co.
Griffin Co!
There it is.
I was still
When I
looking at
don't
it.
wait, it happens. When I wait, it doesn't happen. No, we're also Vorpal powered. Our video and audio displays, player indicators, digital dice, zoom features on the battle map are all brought to you by Vorpal board. Also, today at our mid-show, we will be giving away a Let It Roll t-shirt. This graffiti shirt right here, not the one on my back, maybe the one on Eddie's back, or maybe a new one. We'll see. But stick around for the mid-show giveaway, and you'll get your own shirt. They might. I don't know. You might have some really interesting fans out there. So, without further ado,
That's a vampire.
there's a lot of exciting things going on.
You guy.
Congratulations, Appalachian Gunslinger. You won the mid-show giveaway. Go ahead and shoot me a message in Discord, and I will get you that video game lickety-split. We have a really big event on Friday, starting at 3:30 a.m. Yes, I said 3:30 a.m. Pacific. We will be starting a dungeon crawl. This is a version of the Dungeon of Madness. It's a little different. This is called the Shifting Chasm. It is also not just some random shifting dungeon or chasm or any of those things. This is another event location in the world of Ukodor. You have to stick around and join that to see what it's about. But I'm taking our producers and managers through a series of dungeons and all sorts of things. You all helped me build 12 player characters, some of which I did tweak mildly when Tasha's came out. I changed some of their subclasses to play some brand new subclasses that no one's ever played, which makes it even more challenging. But the players have never seen these character sheets yet. So when they jump on at 3:30 in the morning or whenever their shift is, they will jump on, roll a d12, and their character will be given to them. And I will send them a link at that moment, and then they will read it and figure out what the hell to do. I'll give them some time to get it understood. All of the player buffs will be live until Thursday night, which is tomorrow. So tomorrow night, if you're wanting to give any of these players a magic weapon, a level, you have to do it today or tomorrow. Once that midnight thing hits, it's all washed. I'll be sleeping. And then we activate the in-game perks, which are monster drops. Is there a healing potion? I can't even remember what I made. I believe it's monster drops, healing potions, and reincarnation. And what is reincarnation? So if any of the players die during their shift, they'll have to reroll another character. If they die, they do not keep their player level or whatever bonuses that they have. They go back to 5, but they keep their magic items and any of the other items that they have earned from you all. That's the only penalty for dying. If you decide as a viewer, like, hey, I'm going to drop this bonus perk, I want Nafako, whatever Lizzie's character's name is, to re-roll. So it could be in the middle of a fight, it could be in the middle of roleplay, it could be whenever you feel like it, you drop it, Lizzie's character has to re-roll, and she gets reincarnated in a completely different creature, and I will send her that character sheet when that happens as well. And again, this whole thing is down below. If you check out our Ko-Fi menu, if one of my mods in chat can just ! Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi menu will explain what the donations are, what the perks are, what the roster is, and the time slots for all of the different players. It's all down there. And it's going to us to upgrade our streaming equipment so we can provide better and more smooth and clear content for all of you amazing fans out there. That is the purpose of it, and we're going to have fun with it. And then after that long, crazy 12-hour stream, we're going to have Fox Talks, like usual, and then the next episode of The Wizards of Ukodor. And yes, I like pain. So, I think that's all I got for announcements, unless I'm missing anything.
No, but I want to give a shout-out, Greg, if you're watching.
Hey, Greg.
Great photographer.
Ooh, we need.
You should. I don't know if they'll let you put your link in the chat or whatever. But anyway, hey Greg.
Yeah. Hi, Greg.
What was your random shout out? Happy birthday to my dad. It's my dad's birthday today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Lizzie's dad.
Yes.
Does your dad watch?
No, he does not. But
Okay.
I'll send him a clip later.
Oh, then he doesn't even get to hear us say that he created excellence.
Oh. You can add that to the clip too.
All
right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready for the next chaotic episode of The Realms of
Ukodor. Of Ukodor?
Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies are more than well, evil retreats. With fate in your hand, now the story's complete. Ukodor, world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn, and soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours.
I'm not even ready. Welcome back. Oh my god.
What is even happening
here? Yeah, what is even happening? I was supposed to look through the recap during that part, but I didn't. We were talking about Vampire the Masquerade, which was a really fun one. Session 0 we had today. Anyway.
Yeah.
So last we left, Kyriel, Eclipse, and Nafko and Carrick had reunited outside of the whatchamacallit, of the city. And upon doing so, they exchanged information, kind of went back and forth for quite a while, trying to decide what to do and where to go next. Nafko and Carrick took her Phantom Steed back the way that they came. No.
Nafko and Eclipse.
Nafko and Eclipse. Yeah, like that. You guys just came there. Nafko and Eclipse went back the way that you all just came to backtrack and see if you all could find any signs of your friend. I'm so distraught today, like straight up. Here we go. Wrong notebook. Anyway, so you all did that, Carrick and Kyriel took the carriage driven by Theron and the four direwolves north on the opposite side of the mountain to also investigate that. Simultaneously, Nafko and Eclipse went back to the area that they camped, continued down the side of the mountain until they found what looked to be a horror scene. Blood and guts and bits torn everywhere throughout the scene. And everywhere. And, their first inclination was that it was their friend, Keywynn. But upon further investigation and kind of just taking a moment and taking a breath, they realized it wasn't Keywynn's remains, and there were large footprints that continued up the side of the mountain. They continued to push through after communicating with Kyriel and Carrick. Kyriel and Carrick continued up the north side, and they found what seems to be a campsite. No remains of Keywynn, but one... I can't remember. Someone spotted hooves. And they spotted the hooves, and they continued to follow the hooves. Kyriel spotted them. You continue to follow the hooves far up north as well, communicating with Nafko and Eclipse that you were going to keep pushing into the night and then staying the night. So both parties, opposite directions of this mountain. And along the way, Eclipse noticed another figure at a campsite, fire burning, cooking some sort of meat. Large figure, hood over his head. Upon approaching, Kavor, they would later find out, this Goliath barbarian druid, noticed their presence and either told him to leave or sit down and eat. Eclipse and Nafiko chose to sit down and eat, and had a very short conversation with this figure who, at the word and verbiage of them speaking about a Yeti companion, a small Yeti that they had found along the way, his complete demeanor changed, stiffened up, even reaching for a weapon, insisting on getting more information about this creature and what his very specific details were. Nafiko and Eclipse did use the name Elskan, which didn't ring a bell with him, but did explain that he did have the same black diamond on his forehead. Kavor later explained that his late wife, Kindri, very old wizard, Elskan, now as we know Elskan, was her former companion, and that the artificer had killed her. And right before he had killed her, she had cast a spell on Kavor, sending him to the other side of the mountain so he would be safe. Kavor has been biding his time, trying to find a way in, trying to find able bodies to help finally kill this artificer and bring balance back to the land. Continuing the conversations with Eclipse and Nafiko, revealing that his great-great-grandfather Kelu was the one who taught him all of his druid ways, and explained to the two that in the morning they could take a secret path through the mountain pass that he was able to move. They agreed, they went to sleep, and awoke the next morning. Kyriel and Carrick eventually got as far as they could go before they were, maybe a mile or so away from what they thought would be the base of the tower. And upon doing so, they began to set camp. Kyriel cast Lehman's tiny hut. And then something strange happened. A few strangey things happened. The 4 dire wolves stood bipedal, shifting their form to what they would later find out were werewolves. Their leader stood forward, Riley, shifted her form to her more human-looking form, and spoke to Kyriel and Carrick, revealing that they were werewolves, and they were here, and they were assigned to you all to protect you and help you find your friend. Also, as things started to settle in with your camp, 2 of the werewolves continued the path up north to scout and see if the tower was in fact there and where the trail led. Kyriel also noticed something very strange. Theron, their guide, the very interesting drow, overly confident, not really charismatic adventurer, was feeding. Not eating, but feeding, drinking the blood of a squirrel. And as she noticed 2 fangs recessed back into his mouth, he wiped his mouth and came to the camp. The group continued to talk for a little while until the 2 traveling werewolves did return, confirming that the hoof marks did stop in front of the gate, and someone jumped off of the deer or moose, and then looked like it was escorted into the actual tower doors. Conveying this information to Nafiko and Eclipse, Kyriel and Carrick went to sleep. The next morning, they reconvened, packed up their tent, and continued up to where they knew where the pass was. They conveyed that their friends were traveling with a new friend by the name of Kavor. The name rang a bell with their 4 werewolf counterparts. Upon the moment when Nafiko and Eclipse and Kavor came through the pass, tension hit. Nafiko and Eclipse, with a very large, strange friend who had a white owl accompanying him through the pass, shifted his form and tripling in size and turning into a very large werebear, dwarfing over the werewolf friends of yours. Some words were exchanged, but they were all honor-bound. All swore an oath to help Nafiko and Eclipse, and the 4 direwolves swore an oath to help Carrick and Kyriel. Later, to squash this, the tension and the issues at hand, the 5 now, Nafiko, Eclipse, Kyriel, and Carrick, along with Kavor, went north towards the tower gates. Meanwhile, the night before, Keywynn was escorted in to the tower She met the artificer, a very large human male, some interesting pale skin. Noticed that she had some things growing inside of her. Used an apparatus to remove the 3 growing Krek insects inside of her stomach, where she only had a matter of days before they would continue to consume her insides and find their own way out. Upon doing so, he healed her and told her that he would speak to her the next day, and thanked her for bringing her friends to his tower. And upon entering her jail cell, she saw a similar figure. Not with red hair or red beard, but darker hair and dark beard, but still is her brother Roland. The two somewhat embraced through the bars of the jail cell, and yet anger fueled both of their words. Roland, angry that she left the swamp to begin with, angry that she followed him there and tried to find him there. Keywynn explaining that she was worried about him and that she didn't even mean to find him in this tower. The two exchanged many words, and Roland cast an interesting spell, turning Keywynn into a little rabbit. She took this moment to hop through the bars and continue to make weird rabbit noises in anger at her brother. Eventually, I think he kicked you, right?
I tried to chew on his shoes.
That's right. You tried to chew on his shoes as you're being a very angry, cute little rabbit, and he kicked you.
Yes.
Removing your 1 hit point, and you reverted back to your size. The two of you let go of your anger, embraced, and we're just happy to see one another. He explained that the artificer has been doing a lot of experiments and has been giving him strange gifts and is wanting him to do things for him. The two eventually went to sleep. Nolan trying to sleep away from his sister, who now goes by Keywynn, which is technically her grandmother's name, but he accepts this new name from his sister, and she refuses to leave his side and gets as comfortably close to him as the two of them fall asleep. The next morning, the rest of the group did find their way to the door and the gate of this tower. Upon arriving, the tower gates opened wide, allowing them to enter, as if it was expecting them. The group of 5 entered the tower, and the doors closed behind them. No enemies or any sort of threats in the area. They climbed the stairs and saw dozens and dozens of imprisoned creatures, people, stacked upon stacked. Eclipse began to look at one of them to see if he can open it up. Kyriel examined the locks, and it was a very powerful arcane lock that they were not able to break in that moment. Still with their quest in their minds, traveling forward to find their friend Keywynn, they entered a very large room. This room had operating tables and machinery and other cells with very large, what looked to be constructs, machines that looked to be resting. And upon entering the room, they saw their friend Keywynn in a jail cell with what looked to be her brother. A very loud, bellowing voice laughed. It could only be the artificer. A few moments passed as a blue-purple smoke exploded in the room and a new figure arrived. The artificer's new creation, long black hair, a black cloak, a silk shirt, and 2 long fangs. And that's where we pick up. So, without further ado, can everyone roll initiative?
Yes, and I have a question.
Off to a great start here.
I'm gonna give you guys the luck thing in a second. 1 second. But what's your question?
Is it still the first or is it the second now?
You know better than he does.
Yeah, you totally know better than I do. I think it's the second. It would be the second.
I think it's the second too. But that means things are happening in the world, right?
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
This is my.
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
God, gosh darn it. Yep.
Let me just verify real quick. Oh yeah,
I had
it would be.
advantage on initiative.
It's almost like I did that on purpose. Yes, it is now the second.
It's sweet.
And it's technically
All right,
in the calendar of Ukodor. It is my birthday.
It is.
Huzzah!
It is the
And
Which is
Lucy's
funny.
dad's birthday.
which is funny because the Day of the Dead, which is a Mexican, South American holiday where you celebrate your dead, is also kind of a holiday in Ukodor, which you guys don't know because we've never actually been here on this holiday, and you can't really figure it out right now because you're in a tower and about to die. Just kidding. But it's just kind of coincidence that it's the new moon and Day of the Dead, and you're fighting Victor. I just think that's poetic. 2 luck to Nafko, 2 luck to Eclipse,
Thank you.
3 luck to Kyriel, 2 to Nafko, and 2 to Carrick.
Was that 4 to
Nafko, you get 4 total.
Eclipse
Thanks,
is going to
guys.
use one of those right now to give a second attempt at that initiative roll.
Got it. So I
Significantly
got a luck as well. Keywynn gets 3.
Oh, thanks.
4 more to Carrick, and 1 to Eclipse,
Thank you.
Hell yeah!
and another 1 to Keywynn.
Thanks.
I think I got it all. Okay.
Thanks.
So, let's do some fun initiative, yeah? So 20 and up.
24.
24. Anybody be 24? Eclipse. 15 to 20.
19.
15.
15. Kai, what'd you get?
16.
What'd you get, Keywynn?
15.
Nafiko, Kai, and then Key. Carrick, what'd you get?
6.
Yep.
Oh goodness
It
gracious.
happens to someone, right?
That. And 1 second, and I will continue to call him Roland for now. So, Eclipse. You're top of the order. What do you want
Yeah,
to
you're
do?
gonna call him Roland.
Oh,
because that's
Eddie,
his
you can
name.
pop number 3 real quick.
Boom. Oh,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
ruh-roh.
All
Sorry,
right.
we had Kyriel went off to the ethereal plane for a second there. We're good now, though.
Okay.
So let's see if I recall the state of the battle. Keywynn and Roland are still stuck in a cage, and the last thing that was said to us was basically, "You guys look like a tasty snack."
so yes, Keywynn is right here with her brother in here. They're both in that jail cell.
On that note, Solo, what was the order again? Carrick was last, and then after Nafiko was...
So it's Eclipse, Nafiko, Kai, Keywynn.
And then mystery stuff we don't know about yet.
Then number 1, then Carrick, and then number 2.
Oh, cool. I'm right between the 1 and 2. Just call me Taint.
Oh my.
I feel like Eclipse and I got moved down a peg
Alright.
Why is that?
Bottom.
because we used to be in the middle.
In the middle,
Oh,
Like
in battle?
on the battles cam. Yeah, we used to be like
Oh.
in the middle bar. It's okay. I just noticed it.
Oh,
Oh.
that's my bad. I was distracted today. Okay. So, top of the order, Eclipse.
Alright, so according to this map, our new spectral figure that just appeared in this purple smoke is floating up in the sky.
About 15 feet off the ground, yeah.
15 feet off the ground. What's my jumping height?
So, to the chat, Victor... Oh, it doesn't work. So, Victor is the one who's floating, and Roland has a white face on him. And he's in the jail cell with Keywynn. What was your question?
What's my jumping height? Or where would I find that?
I don't remember. The last time we had to deal with jumping is when Torque got the ring of jumping, and then we stopped using it.
Then it was
I
broken.
think it's under speed in D&D Beyond. If you click on it, it talks about high jump. When you make a high jump, you leap into the air. Number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. Minimum of 0 feet. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, you make. If you do that. When you make a standing high jump, you can jump only half that distance.
Gotcha. So I don't think I can jump 15 feet in the air is basically what I'm getting from this.
No.
Fantastic.
And
All right.
yeah, so everybody, so all of our viewers at home, You can kind of see Keywynn's head right there, and her brother is right there. They're in this jail cell on the top.
We've had eyes on Keywynn.
Yes, you guys saw Keywynn, and about the moment you saw him is when you heard the laughs and all the other stuff. Yeah.
Eclipse is going to go over to the cell that Keywynn's in and try to get them out.
Okay. How are you gonna do that?
It's just like when we first met.
I did a impulse check first though. So running over to this cell here. Is it just a regular cell door, or is there like magic imbued into it or something? Can I tell anything weird about it? Fantastic. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and use our. I guess what would this be? A bonus action to use item to use my thieves' tools to try to open the door.
Why would it be a bonus
Lock?
action? Is that a rogue thing?
I can use my cunning action to use an item because I'm a thief.
Got it. Yeah. It's so your lockpick check would be a Dex plus proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency. Great. I'm good at that. That'll be a 19.
19. Okay. So as you try to break the lock or pick the lock, you're feeling around and you don't feel any pins at all in the lock, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Damn.
That will be a 14.
14. That fails. You take 16 points of psychic damage. And you're blown back 10 feet.
Excellent. All right.
It's your bonus action. That's half of your movement, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Great. So that failing, Eclipse is going to. Is this like a setup right back here with this fountain and whatnot? Is that within 15 feet?
Yes, it is definitely not a fountain, but yes, that is.
It kind
of looks like what it looks like. It's this very large thing, and there's a lot of electric energy kind of coming off of it. Like imagine like a crazy mad scientist lab. Like that's the
Gotcha.
shit that you see around here. Coincidentally, I have a bunch of it, but y'all got here faster than I fucking thought you would, so it's not painted. So
Gotcha.
this is what you get.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
But no, that's what it looks like. So there's all these crazy wires, and like electricity is just something that's not commonplace, but that's what it is. There's some magical essence and energy, and there's sparks and things coming off. Yeah, they look like Tesla coils. There you go. What was that crazy movie? Anyway, so yeah, you get over there. Can you give me a perception check, actually?
Perception check.
Prestige.
Perception is going to be a synthetic 20.
Okay. I'm gonna send you something. End of your turn.
I'm on the fence about this. Do I do it? Do I don't? Sure, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Out of his typical fashion, Eclipse is going to go ahead and pull out a short bow and take a shot at Victor.
Okay. So your movement bonus, pull back, movement, shoot. Got it.
Mm-hmm. That will be a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Terrible on the damage, so that'll be 5 damage.
5 damage. Got it. Hang on. There's too many things going on. Okay.
Oh,
5
okay.
damage.
I don't know what to do with that, but good to know.
I know. I know you don't. End of your turn, Nafako.
All right. Okay. She's gonna say to Kai, "Do you think you can dispel magic on their door?" And then she is going to cast Bless on the 3 of us who are standing here.
Okay.
So, whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, a target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or saving throw. Also, since we leveled up, I now have a paladin aura.
Oh.
So, people standing near me will get something
30
good.
feet?
No.
Right.
That's when I'm a higher level. It starts out at just 10 feet. So you get a +4 bonus to all saving throws.
It's still nifty.
Mm-hmm.
Within 10 feet. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And that, I guess I will step in. I'm gonna stay where I am. I think that is my turn.
Okay.
As I stare at this strange floating man.
Okay. Cariel.
Okay. I am going to hold my hands down and pull 6 rocks, little pebbles from inside the cracks of the flooring, and they will start circling me, orbiting me, and then I'm going to shoot 2 of them at the flying vampire monstrosity. And he needs to make a dex saving throw 2 times. 2 dex saving throws.
2 times.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yes, 2 dex saves. Sorry.
Well, you said wait and then and then something. So
I was making sure that it was you and that, yes.
27 and 24.
That's okay. You're going to take that anyway. Okay. So 10 points of fire damage.
10 points of fire. Okay.
Yes. They're going to go.
Anything else?
Yes, because I don't have Dispel Magic, or I would have done it. Sorry, Nafiko, I don't have Dispel Magic. And and I'm just gonna be holding my staff, waiting.
Okay. Keywynn.
I do have Dispel Magic, because I prepped it. Thanks, bro. So I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on this door. It's only a level 3, so that's high enough.
Okay. So you cast Dispel Magic on the door and nothing happens.
I fucking knew it. Yep. So I'm going to turn to Roland and be like, can you get this open so we can help our friends? My friends? They're your friends too, so deal with it. And that's my
Anything
turn.
else on your turn? Okay.
I don't think I have any cool bonus actions.
Okay.
Nope.
So he'll respond. He's like, if I could do that, I wouldn't be in here this whole time, now would I?
Well, I don't know anymore.
It is now Victor's turn.
Oh no.
So, I should have been looking this whole time. I need... Who looks scary? Carrick looks scary. Carrick, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Oh, that was so
close.
close. to a
So
20.
close. And unfortunately, an 11?
11.
You're just outside of 10 feet from me, it looks like.
It is. Well, no, he is outside of 10 feet. You're right. But even a +4 still wouldn't be enough. So, on your next turn, hang on, read it. Never mind. On this turn, I need you to make a attack on Cariel, and it would be with advantage because she is focused on Victor and does not know that you're going to hit her with your big mace.
That's not what I was going to use, but okay. I don't have a choice, right?
No, it's not your turn. This is Victor's turn. So you're making like a reaction attack on Cariel.
Would this be considered a magical attack against me? Then
No.
if that's if that's how it's going down.
The attack itself
He's
is
controlling somebody using magic to attack me. Would that be a magical
of.
attack against me?
Not necessarily. No. What are you trying to?
Because if he's trying to use a spell attack against me, since he's flying, I'm going to try to blind him with my sky.
Got it.
Sky
No,
blinder staff.
no, he is not. Yeah, he's not really casting a spell. It's he's in Carrick. I almost said Torque because this happened before. He's in Carrick's head, and he's like,
Is
"Hit her, hit her with your mace," and then you swing at her.
Hit your best shot.
So roll attack with advantage.
Fire away.
There you go.
Good.
4 plus what?
4 plus the maul is 6, so 10.
Does
10 to
hit?
hit.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
Kyriel, you kind of get that like tingling in the back of your neck, and you see a look on Carrick's face as he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Eyes are very big. He looks very, very apologetic, but like his whole body is just doing something totally different, and he smashes on the ground and misses.
What is the Dragonborn doing?
What the hell, Carrick?
It's not like I'm trying to.
I'm gonna do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eclipse is 1, Nafako is 2, Kyriel is 3, Carrick is 4. Kyriel, he's casting a spell on you. Charisma saving throw.
Okay. Okay. So, disadvantage. Wait. Flying creature that you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll against you. You can use your reaction. I have not used a reaction yet. I'm using my reaction to hold my staff up and cause it to flare with light. So you have
He's not
disadvantage.
making an attack roll. You have to make a save. Sorry.
But you do get to roll a d4 and you get a +4.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay. What is that? 3, 2. Okay. And then I'm okay. What am I making? Okay. What? Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that. Okay.
Oh my god.
+4 plus 2.
What is that?
Not enough. 9.
9? Oh god, no. So you all watch as Kyriel vanishes and is banished from the playing field.
I'll be back.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Victor,
no.
then, and yes, it is Victor. So I need Nafako to make a intelligence or wisdom save. We'll do wisdom save. You see that he landed on his feet.
Oh wait, plus
how much?
D4 because I plus myself. It's an 18.
18. So I have been meta saying Victor. We all know it's fucking Victor, but the players here have no idea who this guy is. As he kind of comes down, his arms extended on either side, he kind of just lands on the ground right in front of. Oh, she's not there anymore. Right in front of Nafako and Carrick. Since I have been awakened, I have not been able to feed on creatures such as you. I will enjoy this. And as he says that, and as you get a really close look at him, Nafako, you succeeded on the wisdom save. You get this flurry of memories. You get this flurry of evil and clanking of metal and shields and armor and people yelling and screaming. You get a flurry of dragons flying around, and off in the distance you see a 5-headed dragon being chased by a group of adventurers. And the memories skip and flip, and you get more memories of a cityscape, of undead creatures walking around, and this figure standing before you, Victor Karan, floods your mind. You know who this is.
Oh, shit. So, I think what happens is when this happens, like, she blinks and her eyes are different. And she's looking out of eyes that are, instead of, being cat eyes, they're like white on the side and they're like this sort of amber brown. And I guess we'll see what happens on my turn.
Okay. That ends Carrick's turn. That ends Victor's turn. It is now Carrick's turn. Unfortunately, but fortunately for you, dumb shit just landed on the ground, which I did roll for, and is now your turn.
Yes, I will move to him and swing. Oh, God. I'm going to luck that one. That's a little better.
Nice.
It's a lot better.
A little better. Good.
I'm pretty sure that'll hit him with a +6 to that. So,
Yep.
And then let's hit him for 2d6. 8 plus... Sorry, 3. So 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay.
And I ain't stopping. I'm going to keep doing it, but I'm going to use another luck. Wow, this is the most I've ever used. I assume a 22 hits?
22 does hit. Okay.
12 more points of damage.
12 more points of damage. Okay.
And let's see. Yep. Sorry. I guess that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
So you run up and wail on Victor with your mace twice. Ends your turn. It is now Roland's turn.
And my turn.
And because I got so caught up in narrative, I didn't pull up his character sheet. So as Roland is standing there, Keywynn, you don't even have to roll for it. You see him like, no, get out of my head. Keywynn,
Yeah.
do you trust me?
Of course.
Can you make a charisma saving throw? Oh my god, I rolled a natural fucking 20.
I did too.
Wow.
20
So-
plus 4.
He comes and grabs you, and you watch. He casts Dimension Door. The best way to just meta explain this, it's kind of like Force Cage, is what these different sails are. So he used.
Okay.
You had to get a 19 charisma save to get out, and it's just silly that we both rolled natural. So he pulls you both out, and you both arrive right here. That his action. His bonus action is. Where's it at? Keywynn. You can help your friends. I believe in you. And he's going to give you one of his bardic inspirations, which is a D8. Your brother, aka Nico, is a College of Eloquence bard, which means he has unfailing bardic inspiration. If you use his inspiration on a save or whatever, and it fails, you get to keep it.
That's awesome.
That ends his turn, and he's going to stand there and look at Victor. I love that fucking bard. Standing there side by you, ends his turn. Top of the order, Eclipse.
Eclipse is going to take advantage of this situation and drop his bow, and with a burst of feline agility, run around back here to give our good friend Victor a good old stab from behind. If my math is correct, that should be within 50 feet.
No, your math is fine. I'm trying to see if he wants to be Victor.
Nah.
Can you roll a stealth check for me?
A stealth
Just for
check?
fun?
Sure.
Yeah.
Am I gonna luck that? I'm gonna luck that. Oh
my god.
Wow. That was a roller coaster of emotion right there. How's a 23 to you?
23 is good. Victor is very focused on Nafko and Carrick, and now the two new people who popped out. Does not see you, which means he doesn't do a reaction, which means you have advantage and sneak attack on your attack.
Well, it's a good thing for the advantage, because the first roll was terrible, but the second roll was going to be a 27 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
Unfortunately, the dice were not too kind, so that's going to be, what's my plus on that? 14 damage, piercing.
14 damage, okay.
And how much movement do you think, would you say I have left right now? Do I have about 10 feet left?
Maybe, yeah.
Nope. We're just gonna take another swing.
Okay.
Which I don't still have advantage on this, do I?
Nah, I mean it's all within seconds, so sure, because you are flanking still.
Well, it doesn't matter because both rolls were a 1, which comes out to be a 9 total.
So you stab yourself in the foot. No, I'm kidding.
Excellent.
Okay. So, end of your turn. Nafako.
Okay, so I feel like with all of this like flash of memories, like the world, like everything, like her friends, everything just sort of falls away as she just focuses in on Victor. And she like raises her mace and her shield. And she says, "It's not possible. You should be dead." And she just runs straight at him and hits him with all that she can.
You get another luck, by the way. Oh, damn it.
So close.
Alright, well, I think that'll still be good enough to hit. +7.
It's like 3 20s tonight that we've been robbed of.
Yeah, you know that hits.
So, yeah. Okay, great. And I'm gonna empower this with Smite. Second level Smite. So he should be dead. This is sorry, let me just try to remember what Smite damage is.
Right.
So many things.
And
do you remember
Carrick and Eclipse, you do see something different. So as Nafako explained, her eyes are a different color, and even her skin complexion. You know, it's normally that blue. It kind of looks a little bit more green now, and she kind of looks like she's a little bigger in this moment.
So it's 7 radiant damage and 5 bludgeoning.
7 radiant and 5 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Perception check.
12.
The radiant does more damage than you expected.
Excellent.
Also. Okay.
All right, and for my second attack, does Bless help with attacks? Let me double check.
I can't remember.
I think Bless helps on attack rolls.
It does. Great. So that's 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? I will throw on.
That just hits, by the way.
Just hits?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 5 radiant damage and 10 bludgeoning damage.
5 radiant and 10 bludgeoning, so 20 total. Okay.
Okay. And bonus action. No bonus action. All right, I have my turn.
Okay. End of your turn, Kai.
Incapacitated.
You're still banished, floating around, having lots of fun thoughts.
Were
Wondering
those
where your
the
friend is.
concentration checks?
Yes. This version of Victor doesn't have advantage on his con checks. Fuck you, GW. Keywynn.
So I have a question because I really want to do something, but it's like super meta. And so can I do like some sort of check to see if I understand what Victor is, like what this creature is?
You can do a perception check if you want. Other than that, especially with your background, I wouldn't say.
I mean, I would definitely, like, Keywynn's never met a vampire, ever.
Yeah.
But I do have advantage on perception, so...
Thank you.
No, you're good. We just can't click it at the same time because then we'll default and we can't click anything else.
Okay, cool. So
weird
that was a big ol' whopping 9.
9. You see he's a big, kind of drow-looking shadow creature with some 2 pointy teeth.
Okay, so he looks drow.
Yes.
But did I see that I'm just gonna do it. I would like to cast daylight on the ceiling.
Yeah, go for it.
That's what I want to do. Nothing. I don't have to do anything. It's just I'm casting it. 60-foot radius of light spreads out from a point I choose within range.
Is there a damage thing on there?
There is not. It's just daylight.
Interesting. And how big is it?
60-foot radius.
60-foot radius? Like the whole fucking room?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad day.
That's an enemy druid blood to keep him in the
Yeah. Where's that Jadobi at? Go ahead and roll. I have no idea what kind of damage that would do. 4d12. Fuck it.
4d12.
Nice.
Where is... There it is. So that's... Holy cannoli. 22 plus 11 is 33. 33.
33. Yeah, let me look up one thing real quick.
Okay.
Oh, it's his turn next. Oh. Interesting. So you cast daylight,
On the ceiling.
and you would assume it would be 33 points of damage, but nothing happens. Daylight does not count as sunlight for vampires.
Oh, really?
in 50.
Well,
Rats.
oh well.
It was a
I'm
good
trying.
thought. It was a good idea.
It was a good idea. Like Moonbeam is different.
No,
But,
no, yeah, I
yeah,
know.
daylight.
About Moonbeam.
It's super bright in here now. Y'all can see everything. But he still does. And I'm gonna give him some other disadvantages to this.
Okay.
But no damage is done to him.
Eclipse
That's
winces
fine.
his eyes for the briefest of moments.
Oh, hang on. Even daylight. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Even though we're inside, it's still in effect. The rhyme will not allow daylight to be as bright as you want it to be anyway.
Are you
I
serious?
I totally forgot because we're inside a building. I wasn't even thinking about it. So it's still brighter in here, but it's just as bright as it would be outside with all the cloud cover and the gray and all that. So it's still
So
brighter
when
in here, but it's still not like
Does that affect like when I cast light? On my
not
shield?
light, but daylight.
Okay,
Like
okay.
Pyriel, they don't want sunlight in the area.
So rude.
Anything else? Sorry.
No, I want to get behind my brother.
Oh.
Because that's what she always did growing up. So it's just instinct.
Yeah. All right.
Is Victor feeling a little claustrophobic with all of these 6 and 7 foot people surrounding him?
I mean, he's not a tall guy either.
Just get in the ground.
He is gonna cast something. No, he's going to do something. He's gonna touch Carrick. Does a 17 hit?
I think you're muted.
Yes, it does. Okay. Carrick, you take 14 points of necrotic damage.
14 points necrotic, thank you.
14 necrotic. That's a spell. He is going to bite Nafako.
Oh boy.
That seems a little okay.
Dirty 20 hit. I can't remember which
Yeah, I have a
AC.
heart.
It does hit, yes.
Okay.
This is a very dirty 20.
Okay, so you take you take 22 points of necrotic damage. I don't assume you go down, right?
No, I do not go down from that. No.
Okay. Wouldn't that be funny? Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Let's make another character a
that.
vampire. Shit. All right. That ends Victor's turn. It's now Carrick's turn.
No, never mind. Think about
Okay.
reacting to that, but
Big surprise here. I am swinging. That's gonna hit, and I'm gonna do the what is it? Oh crap! Precision.
Two luck to Nafako.
Oh no, not.
guys.
Precision. Oh, he's not holding it. Never mind. Okay, let's see. It's 2d6. So that's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
That hits, and another 10 points of damage. So 19 total. And end my turn.
Okay.
This guy's a douche, I can tell already.
I just have this feeling.
Eat some mall, pal. That tastes good.
Does anybody look rough right now?
Eclipse is at less than half.
Okay, so he is gonna do something.
Smells
Fuck yes!
Yeah.
So Roland is gonna be like, well, aren't you a disgusting creation? And Victor has to make a -8 to his next saving throw. He has to do -8.
Awesome.
And then he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd to Mr. Eclipse, which is 22 points of healing. And Roland is done. Top of the order, everyone make a perception check. Luck to Kai, Eclipse, and Keywynn.
7.
14.
But you know what? I'll use one of that luck. One of the luck.
22. And
22.
thanks for the luck.
17.
Yes, thank you for the luck.
17. If you get a 16 or higher, there are 2 very large energy sources in the room. Eclipse was next to one before. Keywynn, you are next to one as well. They are giving like a very, very loud like hum. And those of you of the arcane arts, like there's a lot of magic in these devices, and that's pretty much it. I want to give you. It's now Eclipse's turn.
Eclipse, now freshly invigorated from this healing and paying no mind to these magical effects that he fully does not comprehend, is going to aggressively take another swing at the back of Victor.
Get away from her!
Yeah. With
Do I
advantage.
Yep. Unfortunately, his emotions are getting the better of him, so the highest roll is going to be a 16.
And are you doing anything else, or is you're taking the 16?
Can I still roll luck on top of that? I guess I could,
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
Yeah, you can luck whichever one.
It's not inspo. You're just
That's
replacing
true.
the roll.
How's an 18?
Yeah. 18 hits.
Perfect. That will be 15 piercing damage.
15 piercing damage.
And second swing.
-8.
What's the
Welcome
I'm
back,
trying to
Tom.
recall what the rolling was. For the second attack doesn't get advantage, right?
No, you still get advantage. You don't get your modifier.
But I don't get the modifier. Okay. So that will be I just don't get the damage modifier. I still get the hit modifier.
Yes.
Right.
No
So
damage
that'll be
modifier.
24 to hit.
Hits.
So that'll be an additional 3 piercing.
Okay. And you do see that Kyriel does reappear as he loses concentration on banishment. Ends your turn, Nafko.
Wait, I am coming back?
No, you are back.
This tells me something about my history then. Very interesting. Cool. Okay. I got to learn something about myself. I've known nothing about my parents. Kyriel knows nothing about her parents or
her original
history,
plane
so.
of her original home plane.
Well, you have to be banished for a whole minute for it to stick, right?
So I get to learn
Wait.
something about myself.
Does that change? Does that change
know.
then?
I wouldn't have come back if I hadn't have been born here. So,
Right, but I think
it's a whole minute.
no, it is. It is true.
Oh.
Concentration.
Yeah, if the target is well,
If
yeah,
the
so
target
you're still on the same plane, so you don't unfortunately go back to where you're from because it's potentially from the same plane. We can talk about that because if the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you're banished to a harmless demi-plane.
But if I'm banished, then I go back to where I'm from.
Right.
So
If
if I
you're
was
from
able to come
somewhere
back, then that means I was from here. Which I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm from
yeah,
here.
we can chat about that. Actually, there's some fun things that we can do with that. Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. Okay. Nafko, did you even gone yet, right?
I mean, not come yet, yes. So she will, her attention is still all on Victor. And she says, I don't know why you're back, but I'll make sure you don't stay. And just takes another swing. I'll use a luck. It's much better.
And yeah, you hear that Nafiko's voice is totally different too, by the way. It just does not sound like Nafiko. Four of you that are right there. 3 of you.
Yeah. So it's a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Not gonna empower this time. That is okay, so that's 6 bludgeoning damage. And second attack. 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and that's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I mean 9, sorry, 9. And I end my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use one of his legendary reactions to Misty Step. And you watch as he vamps from there to about here. He no longer likes you all ganging up on him. Ends his legendary action, Kyriel.
I did come back, or no?
Yes. No, you are back.
Okay. Where?
Because he lost concentration on the spell, so you were brought back.
Okay. And this one's him. I will. Well, I lost my meteors, so I don't have my other 4 meteors that I was going to shoot at him. So instead, he's over there, and we're all over here. Or Keywynn's still in there.
No, they're not in there. They're right to your left.
Oh, there, I see them. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, fireball, and I'm centering it over here to where it's not going to hit anybody.
Okay. Luck to Nafiko and Keywynn.
And I don't care if this place burns, other than. Oh wait, are there any people? Were there any people in those cells?
Yeah,
Anybody
there are
else?
people in some of those.
Oh, then I'm
cells.
not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do. No, I won't do that.
There are some people in the black cells, and some of these other black cells have like machines in them.
Okay, yeah, I won't do that. I am just gonna do some magic missiles. I'll do 3.
Okay.
That's him. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
11. Okay.
Honk, honk, honk.
Okay.
3 goose heads to his face.
Oh, that's right. Keywynn.
Keywynn, I would like to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
At this guy.
Go for it.
That's a 19. 19 hits. Okay, it's gonna be 66. 66 radiant damage. I rolled really bad. 12 radiant damage.
Okay, but it's double, so it's 24.
Nice. And the next attack roll against him has advantage.
Is Victor's turn now. Intelligence save to... You just hit him to roll him, actually.
No!
Got a plus 0. I got a big old plus 0.
Previous Bruja.
Jesus. Who made this character?
No, I don't like that.
32 points of psychic damage.
And I'm going to use my reaction to rebuke the violent. So Victor needs to make a.
Is that just for melee attacks though?
Let me double check.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally fine. I just want to make sure because that's another new spell that I'm not.
It's immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature.
Hang on. Everyone has to make an intelligence saving throw. Sorry.
No!
Area of effect.
No, it's I can choose up to 10 creatures. It's Psychic Scream.
Then, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're making a whip save?
Dirty.
Intelligence save.
Int save.
Yeah.
I got
everyone next to me, don't forget +4.
Not for Keywynn though.
Yeah,
oh
no,
my god.
But I got a 19.
Okay.
And don't forget the people who I blessed either.
I got a 2 and a -1 to a 1.
So 9 plus 4.
Got a luck.
I lucked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lucked mine too for a 16.
Crit happens.
Crit
+4 and all
You
those
said
things.
16?
That's included
21.
in +4.
21 succeeds.
Does a 19 succeed? Damn it.
I have
What'd you get?
21.
I would never be able to
21.
succeed at
Eclipse, what'd you get?
16.
16. So everybody but Nafko and Kyriel, you take 32 points of psychic damage, and you're stunned for a minute.
30
A minute?
points?
A minute. And everybody else,
We take half damage.
half damage, yes.
I'm bleeding pretty
So,
heavy here.
Uh,
I'm
Heavy
almost
flow
dead.
here.
yeah, 16.
16.
16 damage, okay.
Yeah, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, but you have to be at 20. Okay, that was a 9th level spell. Victor is done. He's going to fly up in the air about 10 feet.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm stunned, so I'm gonna do what they call fuck all.
At the end of your turn, you can make another intelligence saving throw, sir.
Yeah,
You get a
great.
+4 and a D4.
A +4 is 20, and a D4.
Yeah, so you make it. So you're no longer stunned.
Fantastic then.
Oh, do you have a minus
then
one?
I
You have a
didn't do
okay,
just
so-
nothing then.
Yeah, so at the end of your turn, you're no longer stunned, but you can't do anything else. It's Roland, who also failed, and my save is nothing, and I get nothing, and I get nothing. Roland is still paralyzed. Keywynn, don't forget you also have the unfailing inspiration. It is now top of the order, Eclipse.
Oh yeah. Damn it.
All right.
Should have used
Yep.
it.
Eclipse is going to do an intelligence saving throw. And Eclipse is going to luck his intelligence saving throw. Because that was a natural 1. What was it again? You get +4 from Nafako?
+4 and a roll D4.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Wait, I'm not
Yeah,
blessed.
right. Oh, you were not blessed. Also,
I was not blessed.
Blessed is concentration, isn't it? Probably not concentration.
Although, that being said, since my second roll was higher, with that +4, I get a 22, which I believe makes it.
Yep, so at the end of your turn, you're no longer stunned. It is now Nafuko's turn. You are not stunned. And Victor is up in the air a little bit. Some of your friends are not moving.
Well, also I'm wrong. I just rolled concentration checks, and I am still concentrating on Bless.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, he's 10 feet in the air. Solo?
Yes. Sorry.
He's 10 feet in the air. Okay, so I'm 6 feet tall, so I should be able to hit his feet.
Sure. I'll let you do that.
Right. That seems like math.
Seems like math. You're wearing full armor and you try to slam dunk. I get it. Go for it.
I think he can just. I mean, it'll just be like whacking his foot. Get down here, young man. And running away. Whoa. Well, now I have to empower this one with a smite. Smite his Achilles tendon.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna use my only luck point.
Oh my
I understand.
God.
I understand.
That's so rude.
Okay. But then I'll use another luck, one of my luck
man.
So
It hits.
I'll still hit you.
Yep.
And I'll even.
Nice. Got rid of the DM's luck.
Hey, you know.
It's good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll still empower this with the smite too. Okay. Let's d6. Okay, so that was 13 radiant damage plus 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second attack. I'll use another luck point. Thanks for all the luck, guys. That's a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Um,
Yeah, thanks for all the luck, guys.
don't give them luck.
No, please give it to my players. Please give it to my players.
Okay, and then that's 6 more bludgeoning damage.
Got it. Kai, back to you.
Okay, again, I will bring up some meteors, start spinning around me, send 2 shooting at him, 2 dex saves. Please.
So 22 and a 23.
Okay, so you're still gonna take half. So 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And that's
2 luck to Kai and 1 luck to Gnafko.
that's it.
Okay. Keywynn. So he is flying in the air. You're stunned, yeah?
I have to make a gosh darn. I'm so mad I didn't use the inspiration because I rolled a 19. I'm just so mad.
Oh no.
I guess I'll just roll. 15, so no.
You rolled and added the inspiration to it,
I did.
and you still failed.
I still failed.
Okay, so you still keep the inspiration, but you're still stunned. It is now back to Victor. Victor's going to hover around, and he's kind of looking around in the building. And yeah. So you watch as his form shifts. Like it kind of shifts up a little bit, but then doesn't go anywhere, and it kind of bounces, ends up here. Ends his turn.
That's not concerning at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little anticlimactic, but okay.
What did he do?
That's what he tried to do.
Did he do? Well, that's wonderful. I'm going to release them all and pull up the crossbow and begin firing. And I think I'm using the sharpshooter. Okay, sorry. Okay. And I'm gonna luck that. And then with a 6 on that would make it 19 to hit, but oh, nope, that would make it a 19 to hit. Does that even hit?
It hits.
Oh, it does. Okay. I was confused. Okay. Oh, cool. An awesome 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm firing again. Booyah. So that is 1d10. So 10, 3, 13, 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Okay.
And I'm going to action surge to attack 2 more times. That'll hit. And he'll take... Woohoo! 13 points of damage. I'm gonna superiority. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, then that one missed.
Okay.
And I wasted, I think, 2 lucks or 1 luck. 2 lucks, I think. All right. And I'm going to begin shuffling back here. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Roland failed his save again. It is now Eclipse, top of the order. Perception checks, everyone, by the way. Except for Keywynn, because she's frozen.
Woo!
18.
18, 23,
17.
17,
15.
15. So when Victor tried to do that jump, it looked like he tried to move through like space, and you saw that the 2 energy coils, the one on the top of the map, it almost looked like it got dim for a second as he tried to do that.
Interesting.
That's it. Eclipse.
So, interesting thing that I mentioned at the beginning of combat here, one of the unique features of the thief rogue archetype is they have a feature called fast hands, which allows them to do various actions using their cunning action. One of those is use an object. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I realized that we have homebrewed a very special ruling regarding potions.
Oh, that's nasty.
So, using my fast hands feature, would I be able to
Yeah.
use my cunning action to get the full effects of drinking a potion?
Oh, man.
Loophole.
Yeah, so for those of you who are listening, we have modified our potion drinking rules. If you use a bonus action to drink your potion, you roll the dice. And what you get is what you get. If you use a full action to drink a potion, you get the full max heal. You don't even roll. Because you're taking the moment to drink it all. So what Eddie's doing is using his cunning action to use an action to use, yeah. So awesome.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure that my logic was sound.
So
Eclipse is
kill
going to
Eddie.
Eclipse
What?
is going to pull out the superior healing potion that he's been hanging on to for a million years at this point and chug it down because he is on the brink of dying.
Oh.
Same.
And now feels much better.
Well, there you go.
So Victor is currently out of reach, and there are no other targets in the room. You said that there are creatures in these other cages?
Yes.
Do these other cages look like they might be locked in a similar fashion to the door Eclipse tried earlier? Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
you've learned your lesson,
Okay.
Curious Kitty.
Cool. Just making sure. So with that in mind, Eclipse is going to take his action to pull out a grappling hook and some rope and fashion a knot onto the grappling hook.
Okay. That's your action? Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming I can't do anything further than that for an action.
I mean, I would say that the grappling hook would probably already be tied to the rope. I don't see a purpose of having a grappling hook if it's not already tied. So
Okay.
I would assume that you'd already tied it if you want to throw it.
If you're willing to rule that, then yes. Eclipse is going to try and see if he can grapple the obnoxious floating figure in the sky.
Sure.
I don't know what you want me to roll for that, but it's a natural 20.
Does it matter? Buddy? Does it matter? So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll 1d6 damage.
Okay.
That is like the best FU to the DM ever. I don't know what you want me to roll, but I already rolled a 20, bitch.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's a 2 on the d6.
Oh,
So
did
you
I
get
ruin your plans? I'm so sorry.
So he takes 8 points of damage, and you have grappling hooked Victor. So he's now taught.
Fantastic. Excellent.
And now what? And my turn.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, is he higher in the air this time, or?
He's about 15 feet up in the air, but he's now taut with a grappling hook in his side.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pull him down via the grappling hook. I'm gonna grab the rope and just see if I can.
Okay, so do just a strength check for me.
All right. No, that's getting a luck point. That is much better. Much better. Just straight strength check.
Yeah.
Not like athletics or a save. Or...
No, just straight strength and my
All right.
strength.
Got it.
I don't know the one. Okay.
So I'm a +3 for me, so 21. I
Yeah.
assume he doesn't have a.
Hang on. Let me check my plus.
Okay, you check your plus.
No, it's only a +6. No, so yes, you do bring him down. He's still about 5 feet off the ground, but he is closer to the ground.
Okay. That presumably took my action. So
Yes.
that will be it for this turn.
Okay. Guy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There's no running away, coward.
Gabrielle. There was a gurgle in that hiss, and then it just didn't work. Kyriel.
It's from when he bit Nafiko earlier. It's fine.
Those 2 conduits, how far up are they?
How far up do they go? I mean,
Well,
they're on the ground, and yeah, they go up about 20 feet, maybe.
Oh, so they're not balls. I thought you said they were balls.
Well, it's like where you see the cylinder on the ground. It's like a tube of electrical energy.
Okay.
And it goes
How
up
far?
about 25 feet. Both of them go up 25 feet. So what you see right here is a base, and then it goes up, off camera.
Okay. Oh, those things. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Cool.
like this. It's like a big ass highlighter.
Gotcha. Okay. Ooh, the highlighter fits perfect there.
Yeah,
It does.
And so those things when he was trying to do whatever he was trying to do, they like flickered?
Yeah.
Can I send a meteor to each one of them? And since
Sure.
I can't make deck saves, I'm gonna hit both of them with 2d6 each with a meteor.
Okay.
One of them, so the one on the bottom, it's going to be 6 points of fire damage, and then the one on the top, it's going to be also 6. So 6 and 6.
So you watch as the energy in both of them start to subside. So you see all this crackling energy, and you see the glass start to crack, and like the energy in the entire room seems to dissipate. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Nafiko, you can make one too. Keywynn is still stunned.
Arcana.
Yeah.
5.
22. So, Kyriel, you notice that the locking mechanisms in these cages in this room, anyway, look like they're flickering. Like they're starting to subside.
Interesting.
Bonus action. I'm going to send my last 2 meteors, 1 at each.
Okay.
Because as a bonus action, I can expend up some more. So yeah, I'm gonna bonus action. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them. So the one on the bottom, it's going to be 8 fire. No.
Okay.
It's as an action, and then as a bonus action, I can spend 2 more. Is that what you were asking?
No, I think that's right.
Eric was saying something.
Oh, Eric.
I was just not sure if that was the right play, but okay.
Oh yeah.
Freeing them, more hands to beat the crap out of this guy. Okay, so 8 points. The one on the bottom.
But are they of any value?
Maybe 9 points to the other.
Might be keeping
I
him
want to
here
get them
too.
free, and
There might be a reason they were in cages.
The one on the top does explode, and there's this big surge of energy. The other one is still kind of like limping along, and all of the jail cells in this room, it looks like there's like a energy, and all the doors open up. Anything else on your turn?
Be free! And no, that's it.
Okay. Keywynn, save.
Nice work.
I'm going to use a luck.
You have your inspo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Doesn't help.
G-Dub.
That's an 11.
11. That does fail. It is now Victor's turn. He looks at the explosion. He looks down to you, Kyriel. Thank you.
Oh shit.
He's
That
gone.
was keeping him here. Oh.
Victor casts plane shift, and he is no longer in the room.
What happened to my grappling hook?
It just falls to the ground.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You lost it.
However,
Bye, grappling hook.
He's free.
Now a bunch of constructs are coming at us.
Yeah. Now we're being threatened by the things that were just unlocked.
I mean,
so
we
you
let
see
them free.
three.
They're our friends now. Oh no.
You see 3 very large constructs with glowing red eyes. They step out of the cage, but that is their full movement. It is now Carrick's turn.
Awesome. Do I have an idea on whether or not these are friendly?
You can be a perception check. I mean, you don't know. That's fair.
Glowing red eyes can often mean bad, but
We've all seen Wally. I get it.
Damn, that's a whole 10.
A 10. They have their weapons out.
Yeah, right. They were locked up with their weapons. Wow, that's a great idea. Okay, cool. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and swing on that little fella there next to me.
Okay.
Because I don't want to discuss it too much. I'm just gonna do it. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize later. Oh, that's gonna be my last luck. Oh, my second to last. Thank God. Phew. And that didn't do much either. I will use a superiority to try to help.
You're still blessed too. You got a
so
D4.
So there's a D4 onto that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You never know, might help.
Yeah, well, I mean, you never know. That makes it a whole 9, which isn't going to do a whole lot. And then I'll use my superiority on top of all of that. Good Lord.
What's
11 to hit.
Oh, no, that misses.
Yeah, totally. Of
Close.
course it does. And it cost me a lot to do that on this stupid thing that... Okay.
You don't get any weapon modifier on that either?
I mean, it's going to be a plus... Oh, what am I doing? Yeah,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah,
I was
It would
gonna
have
say.
been 6. It
Would have been a what?
6.
17 total.
Yeah, that hits.
So it would have been 17
Yeah.
total to hit, yeah.
Okay.
God,
There we
sorry.
are.
There's a lot of math in there.
About my normal,
Smoke came out.
the normal things that exactly. There's smoke coming out under the headphone. Okay. So that dude is gonna take a 2d6 plus 3 14 points of damage.
Okay.
To the first fella. And then I already rolled the whatever.
9.
11.
You got a
So
9 for your
17 to
second
hit.
attack. Yep.
Okay. And he will take 9 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
How's he looking?
Not looking too great.
Not looking too great, he says. Well, I already action surged, so that's about all I can do.
Okay.
And I'm now standing in front of him, really happy about that.
Fuck.
I hope we're friends.
So Roland fails his save.
Yep, after I hit him.
It is now Eclipse's turn. Keywynn, have you been keeping track of how many rounds there's been?
No.
You know, I make this mistake on River Break 2. I always forget to give myself the luck
Question
or
mark?
inspiration. Yeah. What's that?
I'm is it at least 5, I think? Does that sound right?
Since we started?
Oh, been 5 rounds? No, since they were stunned. Because it's a minute.
Oh.
I have no
I
idea.
did
how
at
that
least
goes.
3 checks. Maybe 4.
Ooh, somebody
Yeah,
called
it's
a
I
nine.
not
think I've
concentration either, so we're just stunned. It's
I
great.
So-
think
I thought it was 2.
Okay, we'll call it 5. Fuck it. I don't care. All right, Eclipse.
So there's a strange creature behind me. Have I ever seen a construct before?
Can you do a history check? You may have.
Well, it was a good roll. How's an 18 do you?
18. You've seen Warforged, which are very clean, very sharp, very refined constructs. These kind of look like that, but it kind of looks like you made them in your garage instead of making it in like a factory. So there's gears and shit all over the place. There's like little pumps on its back. And it's got glowing eyes, and it's like, yeah.
So the Dragonborn just attacked one, but the Dragonborn isn't necessarily known for thinking things through. Do I feel like this thing is coming at us aggressively?
You can do a survival check.
I'm gonna luck that. Has
Luck
a what's my modifier on that again? There it is. 15.
15. It has its weapons drawn.
Okay. Well, that's enough for Eclipse. We're gonna go ahead and attack this thing. Has a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Jesus.
Unfortunately, I don't think I get sneak attack on that, so we're gonna go ahead and just do 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
And what do I want to do for my bonus action? I want to... Okay, here's what. I never actually let go of the grappling hook in my other hand. Stabby stabby, bonus action to use item to try and see if I can use the rope against it.
Sure. I'll let you do that.
I don't know-
Left-handed.
Sure, why not?
Stab.
Pretty much just stab.
I can't even do the swirl right. There it goes.
I don't know what you want me to roll for that.
Just an attack.
Okay.
BRB.
What'd you get?
Well, it's
What'd you
12
get?
on the die. I don't know what my modifier is.
You can add dex to it.
Add dex, that'll be 16.
Yep. Excuse me.
Alright. Essentially, I'm just trying to discombobulate it with the rope, and, you know, if I get lucky, maybe, you know, snag it with something.
Sure. What's the damage?
Whatever you tell me it is.
Oh, what did I tell you before? It's D6.
I think you said D6, yeah.
Yeah.
A 2!
Okay, so 2 more points, and it
Give
is
him some-
lodged in like the side of this creature.
Wonderful. And some lovely rope burn to boot.
So I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. That's what he's thinking right now.
Of course.
It took too long for me to think about that because yeah. Off I go.
I appreciate it regardless.
Yeah, remind me not to do another 4-hour one-shot on a Realms Day.
Hey, Sola. You shouldn't do another 4-hour
God.
one-shot.
You just pulled a me. Oh my god, you pulled a me. You get a luck point.
I'll take it. Okay, what am I gonna do? Okay, do I understand the plane shift? Like, I just saw him disappear, right?
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check. See if you would identify the spell. Anybody can who uses spells, except for Keywynn, because she's frozen. And Roland.
I'm gonna use luck. I'll use that luck you just gave me.
Oh.
Nope. Alright, so that's a 3. So I don't think I know what's going on.
Yeah, you just know he disappeared. You know that he looked at Kyriel and said thank you, and then disappeared.
Okay.
I
Well,
rolled a 16.
I think we're
You roll a
still-
16? Yeah, then you know he did a plane shift. If you want to tell her later.
Okay, so what I think what I would do is I'd open my divine sense to see if he's like hiding invisibly, since I'm sure that I could see a vampire. And
What's the range?
It's 60 feet.
60 feet?
So yeah, so
You
Celestial
don't... Say it one more time?
any celestial, fiend, or undead.
And it's just a ping, right?
Yeah, so it would just
Does it tell you what kind of ping, or is it just where
you
it
know
is?
you know what it is.
Okay.
You know which one of those it is.
There is a weird, and I'm probably going to give you a little too much information on that. Behind all these cages on the other side of the wall, there's a very large ping for undead, but also construct.
Oh no.
It's very
Well.
big on the other side.
But no Victor sized
No
things.
Victor, no. No Victor size things, no.
That's
Okay,
terrible.
well that was my action to do that. This is until the end of my next turn. And so I think Nafiko, like looking completely different, her eyes are different, and she's gonna stare at Kyriel and say, "You let him escape."
Oops.
And my turn.
Wow.
Oh, that's it? You're not doing anything else?
That was my action, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Kyriel?
The other little magical thingy is still up. Barely.
Really?
I am going to.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe it'll shut them down. I don't know. Maybe it'll shut them down. Are they being powered by this thing
That
too?
doesn't seem like the right trade of
I'll let you do a free Arcana intelligence check, anything like that.
Okay. Cool. Wait, I clicked the wrong one. Intelligence. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Nat 20 or 24.
Nat 20.
Intelligence.
It is definitely not powering the construct. It's powering like the facility, but and also like the security systems in the area.
Okay. So the one that is not really near anybody, I will hurl some acid at its little mechanical body, so it needs to make a dex save, please.
Dex save?
Yes.
11.
Fails. So 6 acid damage. Bubble.
At 6 acid damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the top one that nobody's standing near.
Got it. Anything else?
That's it.
Keywynn.
Oh. 18 plus 6.
Yep. So you're free at the end of your turn. You are no longer stunned.
Yay.
It is now the construct's turn. The first stabby stab is going to be on Carrick. Does a 16 hit?
It matches, yes.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage and 12 points of lightning damage.
Okay. The 10 put me on the ground. The 12 gave me a failure.
Well, you would get it all at the same time, so you wouldn't. It's all part of the same attack, so you don't have any failures, but you are unconscious.
I am unconscious. Yes.
Got it.
And as that happens, I will use my reaction to rebuke the violent because this was actually an attack. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So.
And how does that work?
So it makes a wisdom save, and if it succeeds on its wisdom save, it takes half of its damage. If it fails, it takes all of that damage as radiant damage.
Got it. Nothing goes away with Carrick. Carrick's still down. It just takes what it did.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And what did I say? That was 22 points. So yeah, as it spears into Carrick, and you get this surge of like electrical energy from the construct, it pulls out and looks around, and then just out of is it come from you or does it come from it?
So that's a good question. I think that is flavor, but I think what happens is Nafako like turns her gaze on it and is just like, no.
Yeah, you watch as it kind of shorts out, and then the head just explodes and it falls down.
All right.
Okay. That was one of them. Oh god, I'm like, what is going on right now? Eclipse does a 15 hit.
15 matches.
8 points of piercing and 9 points of lightning.
8 and 9 is 17.
17.
With his cat-like reflexes, he's going to uncanny dodge that, please and thank you.
Okay.
So 8.
And then the third one is going to run up to Nafako for a 18 to hit. I don't think that hits.
No.
Okay. So it charges you and tries to stab you, but you're just looking menacingly at the one that exploded, and it just misses you. It is now Carrick's turn.
That's a death save.
That is a death save on Vorpal.
Boom!
Success. Boom.
Sweet.
Mother. I have to roll a natural 20. This is the dumbest part. Because Roland has a +0 to his
I
intelligence.
have a +0 as well, so.
All right. That's cool. I didn't want to play anyway. Eclipse?
You're playing the other side.
So
I like playing the other side.
You said that the grappling hook was embedded in this thing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Where is it embedded in them?
Kind of like in its clavicle.
In its clavicle, you say?
Ooh.
Okay. Eclipse is going to disengage with this bad boy with the rope in hand and attempt to pull it to the ground.
Okay. Is you use an action to do that?
Eclipse has very fast hands and so is going to use an option using his cunning action.
So do a strength check for me.
Fortunately, that's not as high, but do I want to luck this? Do I want to luck this? Do I want to luck this? I only have one left. I'm not going to luck this. 11.
11?
Mhm.
I rolled an 8. So 11 or higher, bad things happen. Okay. So as you run and you pull, it dislodges and rips from its neck, and you watch as this like greenish goo kind of gets sprayed everywhere, and then there's sparks, and it kind of shorts out again, and just eyes shut off, and it falls over.
Fantastic. Then with Eclipse's remaining movement, he is going to go engage with blue fella over there that's currently fighting with Nafako.
Okay, so you're gonna engage with that?
Mm-hmm. And take a stabby.
Go for it. Advantage and sneak attack.
Oh, that's right, advantage. Yes, great.
You were flanking.
Whew. All right, so that'll be a very big number to hit. 27.
27. Okay. I don't know that hits. I don't even know why I looked down. Of course that hits.
So with sneak attack, that'll be a whopping, 19 piercing damage.
Eclipse. The choice is yours.
Pulls this thing down to a ground, sees the thing fighting with Nafako, and with a fury just runs up and just slashes right through the back of this thing to where, like, if it's mechanical, there's just like sparks and like wires and stuff coming out of it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's yep, that's good. I like it. At the end of your turn, and all the constructs fall down, unconscious, dead. Your friend Carrick lies unconscious on the ground. Roland paralyzed, still stunned. Can everyone, except for those two, because they automatically fail, please make an intelligence saving throw?
Oh, bugger.
Damn it. Whoa.
Well, Eclipse, don't forget your +4.
Yes. So that's actually pretty
dirty
good.
20.
22.
Is it a dirty 20 guy?
Yes. Yes.
Nafako?
That is a 19.
A 19. Key?
17.
17. Nafako, Keywynn, Carrick, and Roland. You see these little spider things that were crawling on the ground and none of you noticed. These little machines. And they all jumped up and you watch as they grab onto those 4 people's heads. And you see them paralyzed. And their eyes looking around and their bodies like start to kind of like convulse like they're being electric shocked. Nafako and Kyriel, the only 2 that saved. You hear that voice again.
Even with a 22?
Oh, excuse me. Nafako went down. Eclipse and Kyriel. Excuse me, I misspoke. Eclipse and Kyriel. You see your friends in pain, in danger. You hear that same voice, the first voice that you heard. You shouldn't have done that. You have let him out. I no longer have control of him. And now you no longer have control of your friends. Give up. Enter those cells, and I will spare your friends' lives. Resist. I will kill them one by one.
Eclipse? It seems like he could use our help.
What does the magician suggest?
Looks like he has to work with us now if he wants that thing back.
An agreement, perhaps.
The agreement has already been made. I only await your answer. And you watch as these 2 doors open up.
Is there...
Yeah. I was going to ask, are the spiders being powered by the thing?
No, because you got an nat 20.
Yeah.
The constructs are self-powered. They're
Okay.
And
Well-
with your understandings, because you've seen 3 of them now murdered, there is kind of like a heart, is the best way to call it. It looks almost like a Rosari crystal that is pulsating these things. And if anyone's watched any other old lore, like Origins, one of these was found a long time ago. Essentially, it's a heart. It's a Rosari. It's a like pure energy that is powering these things. Yes, Ferrix, it's like an arc reactor.
How does Ferrix always know exactly what to call it?
Because Ferrix is awesome.
Does it seem like there would be any way possible to remove this spider from anyone?
For you, I mean, you can try, but you don't understand magic. You're looking at Nafako, and she looks like she's in pain.
Mm-hmm.
And you're actually seeing something very interesting. As you're watching her eyes, every time she blinks, they look completely different. Nafako, speaking of which, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. My favorite.
Are we taking damage?
You are, actually.
How much, please?
Let's see.
I'm pretty damaged already.
So everybody who is attached to this is taking 10 points of psychic damage. Carrick, you lose
Okay, I'm
1
down.
death save. So as you guys are having this conversation, you see Carrick kind of flinch, and you watch Keywynn hit the ground.
That was a 25 wisdom save from me.
Okay. I'm gonna send you something.
Okay.
God. Eclipse is in such between a rock and a hard place right now. He is fighting two impossible decisions at the moment.
Oh, I know.
Neither of us want to be caged.
Nope.
So it's
Nope.
The two people that do not want to be caged are being told to go get in the cage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you
The
don't.
sand is ticking.
So you don't want that thing back?
Unfortunately,
You'd
he's
rather have
gone.
us?
He's used the magic of this tower to bypass Pyriel's rhyme, and he is gone. I do not have the energy to go find him again.
If we abide by these terms, they go free, they live.
You have my word. I did not bring you
Dragonborn,
here
which is
to-
down on the ground, gets healed.
That is up to you. I merely only need you to go in the cages.
This one cannot heal the Dragonborn from the cage.
Well, the sooner you get in the cage, the sooner the devices remove themselves from your friends that do have healing capabilities, such as Keywynn or Nafako.
Eclipse looks deeply into Nafako's eyes with a look of just absolute pain, and with immense hesitation but still resolve heads towards the cage.
Okay, which one are you going to? Right or left?
Let's say right.
Keywynn, or Kyriel, are you following?
Eclipse, this really...
I am going to cast Blur on myself and follow Eclipse.
Know this.
Okay.
If any harm falls upon any of them, there is nowhere you can hide.
I look forward to it. As you all enter the space, the
I'm
little
dead,
devices.
though. What's happening?
So the people
did
who
I
are
walk?
unconscious, you kind of like, almost like what's it called?
I got it.
You get one hit point and you kind of like zombie walk. Both you and Carrick zombie walk to the left one. The other three go into the right one, and your brother stays out.
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't
room.
like that. So I am not making death saves.
Correct. So both you and Carrick have one hit point. You all enter these cages. Eddie, if you can go to number 1 for me. And that's where we're actually going to take a break. Go ahead and enter Victor in the chat, VIKTOR, to enter in our Let It Roll t-shirt giveaway. Let me write it in there. Just so
Let it roll.
Victor. And it's Let It Roll, Let It Roll.
As in role play, not
Yes.
ROLL.
Yes.
It's ROL.
So we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, and we'll be back shortly. See you guys soon. And welcome back, ISBasm. You won the chat. I won the giveaway. Is ISBasm in the chat?
Won the chat.
You won the chat.
Right. You have won D&D. We give up. ISBasm, you have about a minute and a half to claim it if you're in the chat.
Otherwise, I get it.
Otherwise, I will have to pick another person. ISBasm, Twitch chat, be there. So, as you all settle back in, you are in these cages. Carrick and Keywynn, you are at 1 hit point. You all have free roam to do what you wish now. Keywynn, your brother is still outside and doesn't look to be moving at the moment. I don't know how to win the chat. I just misspoke because I'm exhausted. You all do see all those little spiders start to repair the cylinder that Kyriel had exploded. ISBasm, go ahead and hit me up on Discord. I just need your email address and we'll get a shirt out to you. Or the shirt people out to you. So yeah, you guys are free to do whatever you want in the cell. Carrick and Keywynn are in one cell. The other 3 of you are in the other one.
Those who were pinned by the spiders earlier are free now, right?
Yes, everyone's free. Everyone's up. You're all beat the shit, but you're up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sitting down. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
I'm bleeding out in a freaking cell.
I want to cast Cure Wounds on Carrick at 2nd level.
Okay. Thank you.
So I think I was the only one who didn't faint from the
11 hit points to Carrick.
Yes.
thing. But as it sort of falls off, like her eyes, stop shifting, and I think she goes back to her normal. She looks normal again, but she looks like completely drained and like her eyes are unfocused, and she just sort of like curls up into a ball against the wall and is like not paying attention to what's going on.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself too.
Okay.
So Nafako looks, for all intents and purposes, back to normal now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that changes this a little bit then. So Eclipse is once he's understands that everyone is free and is no longer being held by this thing, is going to approach her. What happened? Whatever that was out there, that was not Nafako.
Okay. Your voice cuts through what she's thinking about, and she stares up at you from where she's sitting, assuming you're standing. But she just sort of shakes her head. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. There's too much. There's just too much right now. But it wasn't. But it was me. Part of me. She looks really sick. And she sort of like grabs her like upper arm which is the like green orc skin.
Part of Nafako recognize that thing?
She nods.
How?
I fought him? Sort of, not. I was at a battle, and there was fire and screaming and undead everywhere.
Undead, this necromancy?
Yes. That was Victor, the vampire from the legends.
Does this mean anything to me?
Yeah, I mean once because no one said his name. I don't think at all. So only Nafako knew it, and me just using his name because everyone knows who he is. But when she says the name Victor and she talks about the legends, anybody in that room, so Kyriel, I mean, everyone's read it. It's like a normal history thing. Victor is like Hitler, if you want to think like how popular that name is or how out there the name is. So Victor is a very, very commonplace name and has been for eons.
A short enough period of time at this point that it would still be considered history and not folklore.
Correct, because it was only 40 years ago that he was killed for good by the Lightbringers. That is common knowledge.
That's like 40 years ago. Okay.
And the Great War, I named it once. I can't remember what I named it, but it's just the Great War and the fall of Riha.
So the Battle of Light?
Battle of Light, maybe? Yeah. Problem with having too much shit in my head.
Victor's supposed to be dead.
And no paper and pen.
Nafako just nods. But it was
Yet.
so clear, just like a memory. I mean, I saw him from a distance, but he was a vampire. He did bite my neck.
And
All the vampires died when he died.
upon hearing that, Eclipse will take a look at where the bite happened. Does it seem like it's healed, or does it still seem bad?
Have you healed yet?
I haven't, no.
No, then it's still there.
You know, Theron, our driver, the one that drove Carrick and I here, he's a vampire too. And the wolves that were wolves, they're werewolves.
Does
Not because her head.
And Keywynn and Carrick, you can also hear this conversation because even though in the map there's stone between the two cells, because I don't have enough bars, there's bars, so you guys can. That was the one that Keywynn went in and then called through.
Yeah.
You guys can hear
I'm
and
like
talk to each other.
staring at my brother. I'm not paying attention. I healed Carrick and now I'm just like looking at my brother.
And Eclipse is going to is there anything nearby that could be fashioned into like a wrap or like something to
Bandage?
stop the bleeding?
Yeah,
bandage of
there
some
are
sort?
beds in the cells or cloth and rags and little toilets, and like this is like a prison cell. There are basic things in here to kind of survive.
Eclipse is going to try to find something that could be fashioned into a bandage wrap and go back to Nafako and try to see if he can stop the bleeding.
Yeah, you can do that. Do a medicine check for me.
It's a good thing that Eclipse is great at that. 16?
16? Yeah, you can stop the bleeding.
Does that help?
Yes.
And she nods at you and
Is Roland paralyzed or stunned?
He is just standing there. The little machine is off his head. He's just standing there and look like almost like he's standing at attention now.
And like, I'm like yelling through the bars, Roland! What are you doing? Get
There's no
over here!
response.
Oh my god. Okay, so if I took out Elskon, can I pop him out outside of the cell?
You could try.
I would like to try.
Okay. Can you make a wisdom save for Elskon?
For Elskon? He's got a +0 though.
Poor Elskon.
Do I want to do a luck? I'll do a luck. Okay, it's a little better. That's a 16.
16. Okay, so it does succeed, but he still takes 8 points of psychic damage. Is he still up?
He is.
Okay.
Okay, so he is outside.
What's
Oscar,
Yes.
can you go to Roland and cast whatever you have, lesser restoration? I don't think it's gonna work, but we can try. Something's wrong with him.
How can I do that? I just hit some barrier right here.
Wait,
He didn't
what?
go through. He hit the barrier and he's still in the jail cell.
Oh, he's in. Oh,
It's
I
the reverse of what
misunderstood.
Eclipse tried to
I
do.
misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But saved, luckily, because he'd be dead right now.
Well, gosh darn it, Alscon.
What?
All
I was
right.
just eating and I came in here and you just, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, me either.
And he just hugs you.
I'm gonna hug him back.
Okay.
Oh. I could do it, but I don't know that spell.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Is everyone okay?
Good as I'm gonna be. How about you guys over there?
Circumstances could be better.
What is this about seeing the past?
And Eclipse is gonna silently look at Nafako.
I remember more about the people inside me. And I think one of them was very old. And she'd fought in the Battle of Light. And maybe in Tydean? I don't know where that is. Or I do? I don't know. It's very... Solo, you're muted.
Son of a bitch!
That
Carrick and... I realized I said that before. I never mind. Carrick and Eclipse, when she says that you're familiar with Tydean, it is the capital of Seros. It's 5,000 miles north of where you guys were in Hylac.
Heard the name before, have never been.
And she recognized him from that battle.
So...
And Nafako is sure. This is the same Victor.
Am I sure? I felt very sure when I...
Oh, you're very sure. In your core, you were very sure.
I don't know why I know, but I know. It was him.
If the
So
stories
your
are true,
parts have memories now.
It would seem so.
But whose memories?
does it matter?
One of them is your sister, Eclipse.
Who knows?
Eclipse winces slightly upon hearing that.
Orc, Tabaxi,
Wait a minute.
Tiefling,
Can
Goblin.
we use it to our advantage? You only saw it when he touched you, or?
When I saw him, it just something snapped, and I think the orc Fax took over.
Was it like when you had these dreams?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, it's just like suddenly I had a memory and suddenly I was somebody else. I was just so angry.
This person whose memories you share had personal vendetta with Victor?
I think that she lost a lot of people in that fight.
Wait a minute.
What?
Your maker, for lack of a better term, was from where again?
I don't know where he was from, but I was found near the Goblin Peaks in the forest in Hylac.
That's thousands of miles away.
You guys can do a history check if you want.
I do.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
One's concerns are currently with Nafako, so their history recollection is not so good.
Well, mine's not great either. It makes it a whole 11.
Kai, did you want to do a history check?
Yes, please. Sorry, my computer crashed hard.
No, you're good. You were just taking a nap while they were talking.
So you're saying...
Not 20, except for 27.
You're familiar with the areas that they're talking about. You're familiar with the Great War and the Battle of the Light. And you know that people were pulled from all over Ukodor, all the different continents of Ukodor, to fight in this battle in the Hells. So, yeah, I mean, them, like, Nafako being found thousands of miles away from where this battle took place could be normal. It's been 40 years. People travel. People were pulled from different areas to fight in this big, giant endgame battle.
And then Nafako sort of looks over at Keywynn. Well, I'm sorry our rescue mission failed.
No, Keywynn's like at the bars, like she's not paying attention to you guys. She's just staring at her brother.
At this moment,
She hugged Elscon for a while and then she went back to staring at
you
her
all
brother.
hear that same voice. You did better than expected, Roland. But now is time for stage 2. Now is time for you to forget your past and your name. Now you will be Nykoril. And if these prisoners to your left attempt to leave, you have my permission to kill them all by any means necessary. And you hear him, he looks up. Yes, master. And then takes a few steps forward, does a left face, like proper military movements, and stands kind of in between both cells and is just looking at both of you.
What kind of spineless creature turns on their own kin?
I've never seen any of you creatures before, and as my master spoke, if you do anything, I will kill you.
Your flesh and blood lies in a cage!
He doesn't respond.
Bring it.
Keywynn, do you have remove curse? I know it's a spell that can remove memory magic. I was told to avoid it for that reason.
As she starts crying, she's just shaking her head no. And in Giant, I want to say. I just want to say, brother, why are you doing this? This isn't you.
As you speak to him, he looks over his shoulder. Who are you speaking to, creature?
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Just to see if there's any spark of Roland. My insight's really good for some reason. I'm gonna roll a luck. That's not any better. It was a little bit better. It was a little bit better. So that's a 13.
This is why I shouldn't read chat.
Drinking problems.
I was drinking while Ferrix just made this last post. I'm going to call him out on it because it's funny. We need a remote control punch solo button.
Well, I guess it worked.
it did.
Oh,
Thanks, Ferrix.
Spontaneous chai.
You big jerk.
Asphyxiation.
You big jerk.
What was the last thing that was said? I'm sorry, your insight check. What was it, your insight check?
it was a... What was it? It was a 13.
I mean, it's your brother. It's still your brother. There's something going on. I mean, he tried to warn you about stuff.
He tried to warn me. What was I supposed to
Well, he said
do?
the artificer was doing experiments on him and he was trying to make him do things.
I know. I'm just gonna continue to stare at him.
Eclipse is going to start wandering around the cell, just examining every detail of the room, trying to see if there are any sort of structural weaknesses or anything somewhere that might be some sort of a semblance of a possibility of getting out.
I'm going to, while he's doing that, I'm going to sort of hip check politely Keywynn off the door so that she's not looking at her brother or what she thinks is her brother.
I'm not gonna go easily, so...
I know, and I'm going to be like, don't listen to this crap. Some demon bullshit. Don't listen. And then if I can get her away from the door, I'm going to try to rip the friggin' thing off its hinges, which I realize may not work, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Sure. Give it a strength check.
I guess I'll do it on 4. God, please don't fail me. Oh, you suck. Strength save would be a 16.
16. Can you also make a wisdom save for me?
No, fuck off.
Is he within 5 feet of me?
You and your stupid fucking wisdom save. It's, sorry, that's an 11, sir. Pardon my bitterness.
11. That fails. You take 4 points of psychic damage as you try to rip this thing off the...
Idiot Dragonborn, this doesn't work. This one tried already.
You said 4, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to work with here, so I'm just making sure. I'm not making sure I don't hit the ground again.
How bad does the Eclipse look? Damage-wise.
Eclipse has, a couple of scratches and bruises, but is overall fine.
Okay.
Don't listen to it, kid. Ow. Ugh. It's all parlor tricks and bullshit. Ow. Son of a bitch, that wasn't a trick, though. That hurt.
Okay.
So we can reach through the bars between the cage, right?
Yes.
Carrot, come over here. And she puts her hand out through the bars. And she lays on hands for 10 points.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Give myself 10 points too. You're welcome.
Eclipse's casual search around the cell bear any fruits?
What are you looking for?
Any sort of structural weakness or anything that would be some sort of a semblance of a way to get out?
No. This is a magical barrier. Even if there was something, it's still a different kind of force cage.
Figured as much, but Eclipse has to check anyway.
Yeah, you're starting to understand magic a little bit more, I think.
I want
cautiously.
I want to call out to the artificer.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say, "Hey, artificer, you said we were gonna talk today, and I mean I've been awake for a long time. You don't want to be rude, do you?"
A few moments go by. Nico, now, he does smirk when you say this. Well, unfortunately, I have to attend to some other business that you all have caused me. I'm sure I'll be down shortly. And about this time, you see several tiny robots.
Shit.
They're square, they're boxy, they have little arms and legs, and they're kind of like burp, 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 burp. They actually look kind of cute. A couple of them walk by your cell, and they have almost like human features. They have eyes, they have like a nose and a mouth, and they have little expressions, and they're like, and they're kind of going around. They're duo drones for anyone who's asking.
I think I might vomit.
There's these little guys.
Yeah, I thought so.
But human features?
Yeah, they got a little.
They have little
face.
faces.
This is like playing Sega Seaman or whatever. This is freaking me out here.
It's not.
Stop it.
It's not.
Stop it.
It's a little too realistic.
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
So you see a bunch of these going around. I'm gonna change my color, and I'm all sorts of out of color now.
Eclipse eyes them murderously.
So they're just kind of going around. They're picking up little pieces of glass, and they're handing it to the little spider bot things that are kind of putting things back together. And, and some of them are like sweeping and stuff.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Doing
and then
our
Nico
job. Doing our job.
Essentially, they're speaking in a language that none of you speak, unless any of you speak more Mordran.
I speak many languages, but I don't think that one's on there.
Modron, yeah, it's like a computer language, essentially. But it sounds like they're singing.
It's really cute. It would be delightful if they weren't working for the enemy.
His search going nowhere and bearing no useful information, Eclipse is going to go back over to the side of the cell that Nafiko is at, sit next to her, but still continue staring outside the bars of the cage.
Keywynn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keywynn? You look pretty hurt too, and she reaches out her hand through the bars. And do you take my hand?
Yeah.
And so she holds your hand for a minute and she says, "I'm sorry this didn't work out how we planned, but we're still best friends and we're gonna get out of here. If anything I've learned today is that memories can come back. Even through a lot of...
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to come back."
Oh. And she gives you, lets the radiant energy flow through her hands and you get 10 points of healing. I don't know what was said last night, but it's clear this person can play lots of mind games. We won't give up, and we're here for you.
Yeah. How much healing did I get back?
10 each.
Thank you.
If Nafiko believes it to be true, then this one's in as well. If the tall one's kin can be saved, this one will help.
Don't look so skeptical, Eclipse. She elbows you a little bit.
Ixtay on the no hope A.
I mean, think of all that I've remembered in such a short time. His enchantment is very fresh.
These magics are still new to this one, but this one trusts you.
Several minutes go by as you all are having this conversation, and these little bots are just do, and they all have like the cutest little blue eyes. And a couple of them start sweeping near Nico, and he just scoffs and like kicks one of them, and like gets away, and then goes back to his post, and they're just do. Coincidentally, Elskan, who's still kind of at that front, the front bars. You all see something. So the only couple times that you guys have touched the cell was to try to break in or break out. You see Elskan this whole time is holding the bars with no issue. And one of these little creatures actually comes up and sweeps, and Elskan curiously looks at it, and you see him put his hand out of the cage, and the little robot like grabs his hand and giggles and shakes his hand and then runs away.
Is that not the cutest little...
But yeah, neither one of them seem to take any damage.
How does this work?
That doesn't make sense.
There is no barrier, and yet any attempt to escape. Aye, these magics.
Fucking hate magic.
For once, something that this one shares with the Dragonborn.
A lot of rolling.
I'm very
Once,
concerned
really?
what's happening. I'm very concerned. What's
Are you still staring at your brother?
I am constantly.
Every few minutes, as he's kind of just staring, just almost like soullessly, you see him do that.
In what?
He just does that, like every few minutes.
Okay. I thought you said
like
he's
shakes his
dead,
head.
and I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
So
in Giant, I'm just like saying like childhood memories. Like I'm like, remember that one time we both disguised ourselves as Mom and Pa, and we, played a trick on our uncle, whatever, and just saying like bull crap random memories from when we were kids. Just constantly.
How are you conveying this to him? Are you conveying this to persuade him? Are you conveying this to reenact? Are you conveying this?
I'm just trying to see if to bring him out. I don't know. I'm just seeing if his to jog his memories, and
Sure.
I don't know if that would be a persuasion or.
Does so we know there's a magical barrier.
Correct.
Or there's supposed to be a magical lock or something.
Persuasion.
Okay.
I'll let you roll this and deal with this.
That is an 18.
Okay.
But nothing we do to this apparatus has any effect.
Correct. So the best way to just depict what's going on is the bars are the bars, and there is some magical essence keeping you from going in or going out. And you only get hurt if you go in or go out. You can touch the bars, you can poke your arm through the bars, you just can't leave the bars. And as long as you don't leave, you won't take damage. You see him kind of looking down now, and he's kind of holding his head. Keywynn.
Roland? Brother?
Are you wanting to do anything else?
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna continue. Yeah, because he's too far away from me, right? Like, he's still standing far. I'm just gonna continue jogging his memory. I'm just gonna continue telling him weird memories, like, remember that time I fell into the swamp and I was crying because a frog landed on my head, or something weird like that.
Okay. With that one, do performance.
Oh.
Who's performing? I don't think there's any question whether or not she's performing.
Well, that's a reenactment story right there. That's
right. That's just like she's always gonna nail that, and she should just get an automatic 20 for that.
That's a 16.
16.
Brother?
Sister.
What are you doing? You've been, like, guarding us. You've been hitting things. That's not what you do. Only bad things you hit. Those little things are cute.
Those are his little cleaning bots. They're like children.
Well, you smacked one. Gosh,
He'd probably
darn it.
still do that.
Tell him to free us.
He is still, let's see if he's being sly. Okay. He is kind of still trying to maintain the same positioning, and he's just really moving his mouth a little bit and his eyes.
Okay. Well, brother, can you let us out of here?
I don't know.
Try him closer.
He's gonna be found out, Carrick.
Try
whispering.
Don't let the enemy know what we're talking about.
Did you use his last bardic inspiration?
I did use the bardic inspiration. That's how I got unstunned, and then I immediately died.
The last one though.
He only gave me one.
Oh.
I'm not sure what else I could do. But you, Keywynn, perhaps you can come up with an idea, or the other one, the blue one with the feathers. I wish you both luck. So he gives you both a D8 inspo.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what we can do with. Can fucking fireball. She doesn't say that, obviously, but that was me saying.
Does the
Healthcom can reach through the bars.
That was me insane. Wait, what?
Could you cast a fireball through the bars on the thing that released the locks last time?
You cannot cast spells out of the cells.
No, but where?
I didn't think so.
What's
you could shoot right out of. Can you shoot out of like a physical item, or no?
Like a crossbow?
If you shoot,
would that enact the barrier?
And I don't react. You will know.
Right.
How
Oh gosh darn
How
it.
tough does Nico seem?
Pretty tough.
He used to be like the village guard.
Meta, he has 66 hit points.
Okay. So that's not gonna work for the idea that Eclipse has in mind.
Is he at full health? Well, I guess he didn't get it.
He didn't get hit.
He didn't with the psychic screen?
Oh yeah, but he's been healed since then.
Keywynn, what sort of spells or weapons does your brother have?
I don't know, because he's totally different now. He can make me into a rabbit. He made me into a rabbit yesterday, and then he straight up kicked me. and I died as the rabbit and then came back. Do you know how jarring that is?
You can roll a history check for me or intelligence check, Keywynn.
History or intelligence? I mean, it's the same either, right? It's a +0. I'm gonna use luck. That's a 10.
A 10. It's enough. DC was 10. You know that you were in the cell that you're in now, and he turned you into a rabbit, and then you went into the other cell.
Yeah.
Because you could fit through the bars.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said. Wait, what? Wait a second. I mean, we can cast spells between the cells, but not out?
Or was it just when we attacked the physical
Or is he
structure?
lying?
Start spamming this.
Is he lying?
Are we trying to get out of the cells?
I'm so...
Because we put ourselves into the cells.
What did Elskon do when he was escaping?
Elskon wasn't escaping.
She tried to summon him outside of the field, which is trying to teleport outside of the field, which wouldn't work.
What's triggered?
Nafako tries to attack the bars between the cage.
Okay. How do you attack?
I'm just gonna hit it with my mace.
Okay. So you hit it with your mace. Please make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. Okay, advantage. That's a 25.
25.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you succeed. So you take 3 points of psychic damage.
What opened the cage last time?
None of us have the ability to shape change.
I actually don't remember how the cage opened the last time.
Well, it was from hitting the... they teleported out with Dimension Door and just happened to make their charisma saves.
Right.
Which was really high.
Yeah. Okay, but we did just get the information that the bars in between our cages also have that spike, but you said you were able to go through it.
Yeah, I could when I was a rabbit. I'm gonna look at Roland. Nicoril, whatever. She'll never call him that. Brother.
Yes.
Turn me into a rabbit again.
Okay. Can you choose to fail a save? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're choosing to fail the polymorph save, which is Wisdom 17.
Yeah. What's that? What is happening? What's happening?
Oh, that's a roll-off. Okay.
What's happening?
He tries to sleight of hand cast polymorph, and as he does, you watch his body lock up, and he starts screaming in pain. And you watch as you see some blood coming out of his ears and out of his nose, and he's like, "I'm sorry." And he's screaming in pain, and you're watching his body kind of be pulled back towards. If you remember in the room, there was a table. And you watch as he's screaming in pain, and he gets thrown on this table, and you see these giant construct arms come out and kind of grab him, and you see this big other needle thing kind of come up, and it's getting ready to start going towards his thing. He did cast polymorph on you, by the way.
So I'm a rabbit.
You are a rabbit right now.
I will pick her up and put her through the bars.
Guys.
Yeah, she could walk right through the bars, and as she walks through the bars,
I kept thinking there was bars in the door or whatever.
Yeah, there's a loophole in the defense defense system, which is why I teased it before when he did it the first time. So you can't. You need to save. You need to save to get through because there are bars there, but there's also a field. But there's nothing to say that you can't walk through it. So she hops through. So now there's a little rabbit bouncing around.
What is this?
And the rabbit looks back at everyone like, I don't know what to do now.
I don't think he can make this save, but we're gonna try it anyway. Oh no! He fails his concentration check. Keywynn, you are yourself outside of the cell. We don't need a battle map. So you're outside of the cell right now.
Oh my god. Destroy the reactor.
Your friends are in the cell. Your brother is on this table with these machines, like getting ready to start doing something on him.
So he doesn't notice?
Destroy the reactor and we can help you.
I'm sorry. She would immediately run to her brother.
Okay.
Keywynn!
That's what she would do.
So
get us
even
out to
with
this
us yelling
place
at
so
you?
we can help.
Running to Roland, literally tunnel vision, has like, sorry, it's killing me.
No, I want you guys to make character.
Hey, yeah, exactly. You're playing your character. That's completely understandable. Although bummer as fuck, I'll say.
I know.
And as committed as Eclipse is, he kind of understands.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that's what I'm saying.
As you get close to him, you see these machines, and they're all kind of moving around, and they all stop. And you get up to him.
Stop?
Yeah.
Like they're not doing anything to him. They're just
they pause what they're doing, and you hear the voice. Now this is on the other side of the room, and it's not that well lit anymore. So you all see a very tall figure come out. He has his hands like in front of his body like this, and he's kind of just doing this. And you can't really see him that well, and you can't really see her that well anymore either. But he's talking to her, and it sounds like the same voice.
Are they more than 60 feet away?
Yes, they are right past 60 feet.
Okay.
They're literally about 65, and I didn't even do that on purpose, but that's amazing.
Just checking. A lot of us have dark vision.
Yes, I mean you have dark vision, but you see grays, so you can see it's a tall figure. It's probably about the same height as Keywynn, and he's just kind of standing there, and you hear his voice. He's not whispering; he's saying it very loud, so you all do hear this. Well, Keywynn. What are we to do? And he starts to do that same stalking, walking around you thing that he was doing.
So you finally came to talk. Took you long enough.
You're feisty like your brother is.
You need to release him right now.
Or what?
Or I don't know. You just need to release him. What can I do for you to release him?
You are so convincing.
Well,
I have brought you and your friends here to help finish some of my tasks, and I will continue to do so. Your brother just needs a reminding of who he is now.
No. You need to release him. If you need someone, you can take me. He is much more valuable than I am.
Oh, I plan to take you both. All of you. And he kind of turns around and yells out to all of you. And he continues to kind of walk the room and kind of gently with his hands touch the little robots and looks back at Keywynn. He's kind of standing in the middle of the room now.
She's just looking down at her brother, just racking her mind on what the...
You see the big thing with the needle kind of closer, about 5 feet.
Can I position myself so I am blocking him from this needle?
You can try.
That's what I would like to try.
Okay, so you stand in front of the needle. The needle's right there, and it's pointing at your heart. It's all poetic. You're like, I'm not moving, yada yada yada. Oh, Keywynn. It isn't chance that you all stepped through that portal. And he starts walking towards the cell that Carrick is in. It isn't chance that you freed those slaves. And he kind of peeks through the cage to see Eclipse. It wasn't chance. It wasn't fate that you all walked here. And he walks to the next cell and looks at Kyriel. It wasn't chance that you freed yourself from your mothers. Or those who call themselves your mothers. Looks at Eclipse. It wasn't fate that you haven't been caught yet, Eclipse of the Moon. It was beyond fate as he walks up to Nafako. And you see 2 other arms come out from behind him. It was beyond fate that I am reunited with my daughter. And that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Damn it!
God damn
it. That's it. We've lost Lizzie, everyone.
This episode was too much. Too much. Oh my god.
Who, by the way, will be doing improv tomorrow night.
Oh, yes, thank you.
It's off my chest now. It's off my chest, guys. I don't have to hide it anymore.
Oh, man. What did I message you? Immediately?
I played that off like a fucking champ.
You did. I messaged him. Like, I'm like, hey, Solo, it's really sus that you haven't given the artificer name. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, I just think it would be really funny if it was my dad. And he was just like, ha ha. I think you just responded, ha ha ha.
Hold on a second. We still don't know exactly which pieces are giving her the flashbacks.
Correct. Which you might find out.
We might. Oh, great. Thanks.
But you do, because of my Freudian slip, you do know that her creator is her dad.
Yes, the artificer, yeah.
And Eclipse would know when he said that this man is the reason why his sister is dead. So,
there are
we're going to go ahead with it. There are feelings. Oh, and you got to sit with it for a week.
So rude. As Keywynn about to trying to like kill herself for her brother.
Oh, God, I love this stuff so much. Wow, yeah. This is why folks stop giving you luck. Yes, please, by all means, stop giving me luck. I'm maniacal all on my own, but I'm sure you guys love it. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I got goosebumps. Ooh, I got goosebumps. That was, thanks. I got a luck. Wow, like I have chills right now.
Comfort goose.
So we're gonna go ahead and rate our friends over at Blackwater D&D. Go ahead and continue to spread the love, spread the Fable 42 love. Thank you guys so much for all the luck and stuff.
Blackwater.
Don't forget to catch us on Friday morning at 3:30 p.m. Pacific.
You mean AM?
Shit. 3:30 a.m. Pacific. 3:30 a.m. Pacific. 3:30 a.m. Pacific. You can check the Ko-Fi menu down below. We have a 12-hour stream, dungeon crawl, lots of fun stuff. It's going to be silly. And we hope to see you guys there. So we are going to rate our friends over at Blackwater D&D. Please, please, please spread the Fable 42 love. I know you're going to love what you see, so give them a follow. They're really, really close friends. I am guesting with them on Saturday night. Shit, I just remembered I'm guesting with them on Saturday night. Because my character didn't die yet.
So you can't blame yourself.
Right? Blame Solo. But without further ado, thank you guys so much. I'm glad that you've been here on this wild, wild ride. I am very excited for episode 14 to see how this all unfolds. We'll see you guys next time.